The restaurant glowed with candlelight, creating an atmosphere of refined elegance that made Ryan Torres acutely aware of his simple gray shirt and jeans. At 31, he was a mechanic who owned a small auto repair shop, and this upscale restaurant was far outside his usual world. But his sister had insisted on setting him up on a blind date, promising him the woman was kind and genuine, worth stepping out of his comfort zone. What if sitting at the wrong table changed your life forever? Ryan checked the text from his sister one more time. Table by the window. Look for the woman in blue. He scanned the restaurant and spotted a table by the window where a woman in a beautiful blue dress sat alone. Her blonde hair fell in soft waves past her shoulders, and even from a distance, Ryan could see she was lovely. What he also noticed, and what made him pause with uncertainty, was the wheelchair positioned at the table. Ryan hesitated. His sister had not mentioned anything about a wheelchair, but the woman was sitting at a table by the window, wearing blue and clearly waiting for someone. He took a breath and approached. "Hi," he said, suddenly nervous. "I'm Ryan. Are you waiting for someone?" The woman looked up at him, and Ryan was struck by the warmth in her eyes and the genuine smile that lit up her face. "I am actually. Are you supposed to be meeting someone here?" "My sister set me up on a blind date," Ryan admitted. "She said to look for a woman in blue at a table by the window." "I'm guessing that's you." The woman's smile faltered slightly. "I think there might be a mix-up. I'm not on a blind date. I'm waiting for my father. He's always late to dinner." Ryan felt his face flush with embarrassment. "I'm so sorry. I just saw the blue dress in the window table, and I assumed I should go find the right person." But the woman was laughing. A genuine, delighted sound. "No, please don't apologize. This is actually the most interesting thing that's happened to me in weeks. I'm Anna, by the way." "Anna Lawrence." "Ryan Torres," he said, still uncertain whether he should leave or stay. "Tell you what," Anna said, her eyes sparkling with mischief. "My father is going to be at least another 20 minutes. He always is. Why don't you sit down and keep me company until either he arrives or you find your actual date? It seems a shame to waste a good mix-up." Ryan found himself sitting down, charmed by her directness and the easy way she smiled. "Won't your father mind finding a stranger at your table?" "My father will be delighted," Anna said with a knowing smile. "He's been trying to set me up with someone for months. He'll probably think you're perfect." Ryan laughed, relaxing a little. "So, Anna Lawrence, what do you do when you're not waiting for late fathers in fancy restaurants?" "I'm a software developer," she said. "I work from home mostly." "And you?" "Mechanic," Ryan replied. "I fix cars." "Not exactly glamorous, but it keeps the lights on." Anna tilted her head. "I bet you see all kinds of people in your shop. Everyone needs their car fixed eventually, right? Even billionaires." Ryan grinned. "Especially billionaires. They break down just like everyone else." They talked easily, the conversation flowing without effort. Anna was witty, intelligent, and had a way of making Ryan feel like he'd known her for years instead of minutes. When the waiter came by, Anna ordered a glass of wine for herself and asked Ryan what he wanted. He hesitated, then ordered a beer. Anna raised an eyebrow. "Not a wine guy?" "Not really," Ryan admitted. "Beer and pizza are more my speed." Anna laughed. "I like pizza. And beer. My father would have a heart attack if he knew I drank beer in a place like this." As they talked, Ryan learned that Anna had been in a car accident 3 years ago that left her paralyzed from the waist down. She spoke about it matter-of-factly, without self-pity. "It changed my life," she said, "but it didn't end it. I just had to figure out new ways to do the things I love." Ryan was impressed by her resilience, her positive outlook. Most people would have let something like that define them, but Anna refused to be defined by her wheelchair. Eventually, Anna's father arrived. Robert Lawrence was a tall, imposing man in an expensive suit, clearly used to being in charge. He took one look at Ryan and frowned. "Anna, who's this?" "Dad, this is Ryan," Anna said cheerfully. "He sat at our table by mistake, but he's been keeping me company." "Ryan, this is my father, Robert Lawrence." Ryan stood up, suddenly nervous again. "Mr. Lawrence, nice to meet you." Robert shook his hand firmly, his expression unreadable. "Torres Auto Repair? I've seen your shop." "Yes, sir," Ryan said. "That's me. Robert nodded slowly. Anna, your actual date is at table 12. She's been waiting. Anna rolled her eyes. Dad, I told you I didn't want a blind date. But Robert was already gesturing toward another table where a woman in blue was indeed sitting, looking confused. Ryan felt his face heat up again. That's my date, I think. Anna laughed. Well, this has been fun, Ryan. Maybe we'll see each other again. I'd like that, Ryan said sincerely. As Ryan walked toward his actual date, he couldn't help feeling a pang of disappointment. His date was nice enough, but the conversation felt forced, awkward. All he could think about was Anna's laugh, her smile, the way she made him feel so at ease. A week later, Ryan found himself driving past the Lawrence mansion on his way to a service call. On impulse, he stopped and knocked on the door. Anna answered, surprise lighting up her face when she saw him. Ryan? What are you doing here? I was in the neighborhood, he lied. Thought I'd see if you wanted to grab pizza. My treat. Anna grinned. Let me get my purse. They started dating casually at first, pizza nights, movie marathons at Ryan's small apartment, long talks that stretched into the early hours. Ryan learned that Anna was the daughter of billionaire Robert Lawrence, CEO of a tech empire. But Anna didn't live like a spoiled heiress. She worked hard at her job, volunteered at a local charity, and refused to let her disability hold her back. Robert Lawrence was not thrilled about his daughter dating a mechanic. You're not good enough for her, he told Ryan bluntly one day when Ryan had come to pick Anna up. Ryan didn't argue. He just nodded and said, maybe not, sir. But I love your daughter and I'll do everything I can to make her happy. Over time, Ryan proved himself. When Anna's custom wheelchair broke down, Ryan fixed it himself, modifying it to make it more comfortable. When she mentioned wanting to travel but worrying about accessibility, Ryan researched destinations and planned a trip that accommodated her needs perfectly. Anna's confidence grew with Ryan's support. She started speaking at tech conferences about accessibility in software design, using her own experiences to advocate for better solutions. Ryan was there for every speech, cheering louder than anyone. One weekend, Anna organized a charity car wash to raise money for a local children's hospital. Ryan's shop provided the space and equipment, and dozens of volunteers showed up without being asked, coordinating the cleanup, using her coding skills to set up a temporary management system, working tirelessly from her wheelchair while directing others and solving problems with the same efficiency she brought to her software development. Robert, who had stopped by to check on his daughter, watched in amazement as Anna ran the operation with competence and authority that he had never seen before, or perhaps had never allowed himself to see. She's incredible, Ryan said, standing beside Robert. I know you think I'm not good enough for her, and you might be right. She's brilliant and capable and strong, but I love her. And I promise you, I will spend every day trying to be worthy of her. Robert was quiet for a long moment. I've been treating her like she's broken since the accident, but she's not broken, is she? She never was. Ryan said gently. She just moves through the world differently now. But she's the same brilliant, capable person she always was. You just have to be willing to see it. A year after Ryan sat at the wrong table, he proposed to Anna, not in a fancy restaurant, but in his auto shop, which he had decorated with candles and flowers. He got down on one knee, which put him at eye level with Anna in her wheelchair, and he said the words that made her cry. You taught me that the best things in life happen when plans go wrong. I sat at the wrong table and found the right person. I love you not despite your wheelchair, but because you're you, wheels included. Will you marry me? Anna said yes, and they were married 6 months later. Robert walked his daughter down the aisle, and in his toast at the reception, he thanked Ryan for teaching him to see his daughter clearly again, for reminding him that disability changes circumstance, but not character, and that love sees the person, not the limitation. Sometimes the best things in life begin with mistakes and misunderstandings. And sometimes the wrong table turns out to be exactly where we needed to be all along. Meeting someone who sees us clearly and loves us completely for exactly who we are.